and I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Charles Walker. He'll give a brief introduction of himself and he'll get started with his presentation. I will also be around if anyone has questions of our program after. He'll address questions, he'll open it up for questions. And me, I'm sorry, I did not introduce Andrea Smetley. She's our program, Andrea, or oh, she's showing her face. Andrea is our program manager, and I also have Joy Cook on the phone. She's also our one of our advisors. So I'm going to turn it over to Charles, and if you guys have questions of MP Services, we'll be around at the end. And if you have questions of Charles, he will address them accordingly. I'll turn it over to you, Charles.
Awesome. Hey, I hope everybody's doing great. Um, Pleasure to be here. Appreciate you, Tara, for having me on here. But I want to start with a quick introduction. So my name is Charles Walker. I'm the CEO of PTS Marketing. I run a social media marketing company, which is pretty much I help clients, like all types of business owners, whether you're a dentist, you're a restaurant owner, whether you're, just anything, like all restaurant, that's the big niche of mine is restaurants. But I help clients like build their brand on social media, right? Obviously, social media is all about building that brand. Everybody and anybody that you know or want to know is on social media, right? So why not get them some type of way, whether that's a lead generation, whether that's an ad, or whether that's just organic reach, right? I can just make a quick video on social media, then everybody, like, or not everybody, a lot of people are going to see it, and then hopefully they're drawn to me, maybe like my suit or something like that, whatever the case may be, right? So, like I said, my name is Charles Walker, CEO of PTS. Help clients with that, and then that's pretty much it. I want to get into the presentation. I think I got some pretty good stuff for you guys, but I want it to be like kind of open. I don't want you guys to feel like it's very formal. I want you guys to stop me anytime you have any questions. We'll do questions at the end too, but stop me if you maybe didn't hear something I said, or maybe you just want to, more clarity on what it is I'm talking about, or best practices. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully Tara or Andrea can help me with this. Make sure everybody can see it. Give me 1 second. Let them in. Hey, if you're just joining. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. All right, you guys can see it, right? Perfect.
Yes. Yeah. Can see it. Can see it fine.
All righty. So today I'm gonna go through, like I said, a lot of stuff, so feel free to stop me. But I want to start off by going through the benefits, and I want to go over the types of social media marketing you could do. Also, I want to start with, how to get started, right? How to build that platform, how to, maybe say keywords in your bio, whatever the case may be. Also, the most effective forms of marketing. I want to go through consistency, right? It's all fine and dandy, but if we don't stay consistent in what we do, then we're going to fail in everything that we do, right? So the consistency is key. Also, I want to start off, I want to leave you guys with a couple of goals that maybe you can use my goals, maybe you can set your own, but I want to tell you guys a couple of goals that you can set for yourself. And then I'll recap it all at the end and make sure everybody feels good. All right. So here's the first slide. Alrighty, so what is social media? So this right here on the top is actually the textbook definition, right? The Google definition. But social media marketing is the use of social media platforms and websites to promote a product or service. Now I like to call it 24/7 marketing, right? Because social media is one of those like marketing tools that we're open 24/7, right? Like our business hours, maybe I have business hours of 9 to 6, but my social media is running 24/7, right? So that means that I'm working 24/7. That means I'm open for business 24/7. So that's the key thing with social media, right? It's not just about, putting stuff out there. It's about, it can reach somebody at 2 o'clock in the morning, right? I'm not working, I'm sleeping, maybe somebody else is up and it reaches that person. So that's a key thing about social media. I want you guys to know that. Alrighty, so like I said, the benefits, I just said 24/7 marketing, but also the customers and the abundance is huge, right? Everybody and anybody, like I said, you want to know is on social media. So keep that in mind. It humanizes you, right? So just like I'm talking right now, maybe I post an Instagram video, people know that I'm human. And there's two different types. I actually have this in another slide, but it's actually the next slide. There's two different types of marketing. There is social media marketing. There is, one where you're like Joy, which is phenomenal, right? It's herself, and it's also her business. And there's people that's just only business. I like the humanized part. I like Joy's way, right? Because my face is in the business. They know that I'm associated with my business. They know that I'm a good person. They like me, maybe they like my business, or maybe they just like you. That's something to think of. Maybe they just like you, so they're going to support you in everything you do, which is a great business model that you always want to have. So, like I said, that's in the next slide, but also analytics, right? So I'm going to talk later on down the line about how, whether you should have a personal or business. Definitely business always, right? Because analytics, we'll go through that a little bit later on. And also automation. I can set it up once. Facebook, Instagram, pretty much every social media has this tool where you can set it up for the future. You don't have to be posting it right now. You can, let's say I have free time only on Tuesdays. I can go in on Tuesday and I can set all of my social media for the rest of the week. It's going to generate each day. So that way I'm working smarter and not harder. And last thing, why do you want to be on social media? Is it's free, right? Like, why not? I mean, everybody is on social media. Why not take advantage of this $1 million platform and $1 billion platform? We're talking about Facebook and Instagram, but these billion dollar platforms, why not take advantage of their clients that they already generate on there? And why not me be on there too and get a little piece of that pie? 1% of a billion is still a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So let's think about it that way. Let's skip. Perfect. So like I just said, two types of marketing. There's a personal, you can share. I even seen, I'm in the mortgage industry as well. That's what I do full time is mortgages and also, social media marketing. I need that in some way, right? But there's personal life content. I mean, there's personal life and then there's also content. And then there's content and product only, like which is just boring, right? You just want to see that. I mean, you can do it. There's a lot of successful businesses that do it. But like I said, I like the first way first. But I seen a lady actually on social media. She does she does gym fitness, where she's like, most of her pictures are like this when she's flexing. But then a lot of it is just like she's talking about mortgages, she's talking about interest rates and how it's all-time lows, right? So you want to figure out your niche, but that's a great way to do it, is being personal, people like you, and then they'll support you as well. Alrighty, so getting started. This is the getting started phase. All right, and I'm gonna slow down. And like I said, feel free to stop me if you guys have any questions. But finding a niche. What is it that you like to do best? Like think of anything, think of one thing off the top of your head, and your business is your business, but also your niche is deeper than your business, right? So, like I said, I'm in mortgages. Maybe my niche is, hey, I'm always going to be available. I'm always going to, I want to be the information guy on social media, right? That's going to be my niche, is information. I say that. So every video, every picture I post is going to be about information. That way, when people follow me, they know what they're getting into. They're not just in for a surprise, right? So find a niche. You don't want to be those people that are all over the place and they just post anything they want at any time. You want to have a niche. That way you can start to gain a following around that niche. So next thing is your name and your profile. So, I mean, naming your profile and then creating a bio. So name your profile. Funny story, actually, I had a client that tried to join with me actually a few months back, right before the summer. And I think their name was, it was like, thank you, so glad I found Mr. Ice Cream. It was something crazy. It was like an ice cream parlor, but the name was so hard to remember and so confusing that I told him, I was like, that is not what you want for your business name, because who's gonna remember it? You know what I'm saying? So like, make it simple. Maybe it's your first and last name. Maybe it's MP Services. Maybe it's, my Instagram, Charles Walker MLO, mortgage loan officer. Like it's just easy, right? People can type it in, they can find it, and it's easy. So don't get too crazy. Don't overthink that part, but just something I want to throw in here. Also, business or personal. I touched on that a little bit. Obviously, always business. If it's a business profile, you will have analytics. And analytics, if nobody knows, is that's when I can see who's following me. I can see if it's a white male, or I can see if it's a black lady, whatever. I can see the age. I can see everything on analytics, right? I can see who my niche is. That way, whenever I want to run an advertisement, I can tailor it to that specific niche. Like, hey, only young black guys follow me. So I'm going to run an ad towards young black guys, because Facebook, Instagram, they have all that information. I'm going to run an ad right towards them. I want to get money back in my pocket. They're going to support me, right? Because those are already my followers. So you want always that business profile because of those analytics mainly. And then also getting started and creating content is key, right? I mean, you can't do anything without just getting started. That's why Nike, they say, just do it, right? And that's the key thing. And one thing I learned too on social media is if some of you guys are scared of maybe it's make video content, like why? Like, I get it. Everybody has stage fright all the time, but your voice is your voice, right? God made us just the way we are. And it's one key thing I was told before social media. Your voice is your voice. You look the way you look. Like, God made you just the way you are. I'll just go be proud of it. Go share a video. Maybe you can help somebody. You never know with social media how many people can get inspired just off of a small video. Like it happens all the time. I get motivated and inspired off social media. So it's something to think about. Just go out there and create content, have fun with it, and it's your page at the end of the day. Who cares who's judging you, right? You just want to find a niche, like I said, and you want to have a clientele. You want people to follow you for you, not just because you're giving out free stuff or whatever the case may be, right? So that's one key thing. All right. And then
Okay, so question.
Yeah.
I'm kind of trying to jump in here. You talk a little fast.
I know, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So how do you know like which social media you should be in? Is it based on your business? You know, because I'm getting started and I know I was thinking about doing the business on TikTok, and then I have a millennial daughter who told me to stay off of TikTok. Is that true? Is it so? Is it should you be going based on, you know, your age or, you know, what?
So that's actually a great question. Appreciate that too. So I actually in future slides I actually have TikTok on there too. But as far as finding what social media for you, it absolutely does depend on your niche, like what your goals are and who you're trying to connect with. So let's say a realtor, for instance. I want to say a lot of real estate business. That's all I really know. And like I said, dentist maybe, but like let's say a realtor, for example, they are hot right now on TikTok because they could just go through a house with their phone and they could just say, "Oh wow, 2-bedroom, 1 bath," and maybe they put a popular song that's popping right now, right? So anybody that follows that song, they're gonna see the video and maybe they get a call. Like realtors are really hitting up from that. So TikTok is huge. I would not underestimate TikTok. I don't care what your age is or anything. Like TikTok is huge right now, especially for kind of online stuff, like especially if your business is online focused. But yeah, to answer your question, it does depend on your niche. Like you don't really see like small restaurant owners maybe on TikTok, because maybe their time is valued somewhere better. But like a big franchise or something where I sell online products, TikTok will work huge, right? Because they can just click on my link and then bam, somebody's coming over. So.
And so, like you said, you talked about like the music. So, and I do see that most of the videos on TikToks are videos, you know, you got the music or people are emulating someone else, acting like the voice. So should you follow along with that, or like you said, just be yourself? Or
right, yeah. And I meant to put a slide in here for that, is following the trends, but I actually forgot it. Thanks for reminding me. But you want to follow trends in social media. Like if something's popping right now, just put that behind your video, that song or that whatever the case may be. Because if you follow the trend, you're on that wave. Who cares what it looks like? You're getting money. You know what I'm saying? You're getting paid. So follow every single trend. Like I just posted one the other day with just like it had nothing to even do with the trend, but I had the music, and then I got hits on the video that I posted because of that. Got over like 13,000 views now from that. So that makes follow the trends for sure.
And so how do you know which hashtags to use?
So I do have a slide for that one. So the hashtags, you want to always, and I'm going to go through this in a little bit, but you want to always have whatever your business is. So mine would be hashtag Charles Walker MLO every single time. So I'm always going to have my own hashtag no matter what, right? And then you want to start using hashtags related to your industry. And then you want to have hashtags, maybe just some generic stuff that may be popping right now. Like if Beyonce is popping right now, just put Beyonce. Or if something's happening down in Miami, just put like Miami 2021, stuff like that. So you can never have too many hashtags. It's up to you on how crazy you want to get with it, but always have your own hashtag. That's what I personally believe. Always have your own hashtag. That way people, when they click on it, they can go see all your content for one. But also it's just exposure is what I was looking for. So
okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Answer your question?
Yes, you
absolutely.
did.
Absolutely. All righty. So like I said, find your comfort zone. I'm gonna pick up right here, find your comfort zone. So maybe it's not videos, maybe it's just, maybe just a picture with just like you're a writer, all right? So you can type the best, caption in the world, right? So definitely find your comfort zone with social media as well. And then like I said, I guess it kind of goes with it. Just start. And also field test. I would not be scared to post anything on social media, especially when you're first getting started. Most of you guys are probably business owners already, have a social media started, but you really don't know what's going to work until you field test it. I'm a firm believer in that. And I'm not scared to field test stuff because I know that I'm going to find what people like. I'm going to find what my niche, I'm going to find what people want to see, right? If I field test it. So if I post something and it flops, who cares? I'll post something again and it won't flop, or I'll just stay consistent, and then, it definitely won't flop. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, just don't be scared to fail, I guess is what I'm trying to get here. Field test everything. Don't be afraid to fail. All right, so I'm gonna go next. Alrighty, so most effective forms, as you can see, is right here at the bottom. I was gonna say TikTok. I want to see if somebody can guess it. But so Google My Business, definitely have a Google My Business account. I like people to be able to Google me, and then it pops up. That's just like, and one of my online mentors is like, if you don't have a Google, you're a dinosaur, right? Because everything in 2021, especially, is online. So create a Google My Business page. That's just if somebody types in your location, or somebody types in your name, your profile is right there. You're the first thing on Google, right? Instagram is always effective. Facebook's always effective. YouTube, if you have some type of video marketing that you have, maybe it's a commercial, 30-second commercial, YouTube is huge. And then also LinkedIn, you could just connect with other people, like-minded individuals like yourself. And then that would be very effective for you. And then, like I said, TikTok. If anybody wants or even thought about TikTok, do it. You will get a lot of traction from it, and from all types of people, young people, old people, because like everybody's on TikTok. All right. So effective forms of marketing. Like I said, video. If you are not scared, or even if you are a little bit scared, just do it. Videos are huge, because people like to match a voice with the face. People like to that human interaction. Hashtags, like I just told her, always have your own hashtag. And then you can never have too many. Use as many hashtags as you feel necessary, and then you'll get a lot of reach. Okay. Client engagement on the post. This one's actually pretty big. So a lot of people, they can have the best marketing out there, but they don't engage with their clients. So especially us right now, we're all small in here. Well, most of us are small in here, like small businesses or like small pages. Any little comment on your post, any little or not like, any little comment, thank them for it, or reply back to their comment. Any little share that you get, like DM them, hey, thank you so much for sharing my post. It means the world to me. I appreciate you, right? Because that goes a long way, right? We're at a small stage where we want to absorb all the clients we have, keep all the clients that we have happy, and hopefully they keep on supporting us. Hopefully they keep sharing us, things like that. So if somebody shares your post, better DM them. You better thank them. Hey, appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing my post. It means a lot. All right. And then also maybe on Instagram or Facebook one day I post like a what is it called? I just lost it. Like a poll, right? So it's like, hey, would you like to see this, or would you like to see this on my page, or would you like to hey, if you could choose one card, what would it be? Or like something, whatever your niche is, obviously, but you want to start asking questions to people. That way you can start getting your own analytics in your head, and then also it just keeps them engaging on your page. All right. If anybody doesn't understand that, please let me know. Tagging location. So that one's big too, especially if you have a brick and mortar business. Always tag your location, or even if it's just a picture of you at IHOP and just saying, hey, amazing service, like tag the location. That's a big thing that my mentor taught me, is tagging locations, because you will get hits off of that. People just searching the location alone will see it. And then last but not least, all this I've been saying so far is you don't even have to spend $1 to do, right? All that is free. Now, running advertisements, that's not free. Of course, they got to make their money somehow. So running ads, I recommend this highly if you want to sell a product or service, or if you want to get your name out there heavy. Now, don't run ads on something that's just a regular post. Run ads on maybe an upcoming event. Run ads on, and you can spend $5 on it. You can spend $10. You don't have to spend $100 on an ad, right? Ads, people think that they're crazy expensive. They're not. You can spend $5 to $15 and do it for like 2 days, and then you'll get 1,000 people in reach, at least a couple thousand people in reach. So just play around with it. YouTube that if you don't know how to run ads. I'm not gonna go that in today. I just want to pretty much do today, like the point of it all, and how to stay consistent. So speaking of consistent.
How many hashtags can you have? Like you said, use as many hashtags. So I know there's on some of them, there's a limit, right? that you can only use a certain amount of hashtags?
No, I never seen a limit on hashtags ever. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
And,
you can go ahead.
and so on Instagram, I see how sometimes like I'll post and it'll only show like 2 lines of what I'm writing, but then I look at other people's posts and they have a ton of stuff on there, and it's showing all of the post.
You're talking about the caption,
Right, what they're writing, the content that they're writing on there
the
that they're
writing,
talking about. Yes.
right? So that it should always say view post. Like it should. It's kind of how you structure it too. So if you just line by line by line, it's going to say view more. But if you put it all, it should fit. Most of it should fit. But I get what you're saying though too. But I haven't seen anybody where it had like a crazy amount. If anybody knows that, please speak up. But I haven't seen anybody where that happened. Oops.
Okay.
Let me write that down. I'll let you know. I haven't. Sorry to make note of that. So, consistency. So, how to be consistent on social media? It takes a lot of time, practice, but you know that saying it takes 90 days to create a habit. So, I think that anybody that's a good start, right? Start doing little stuff every single day, but consistency. Plan out your post a day before. Like if you know, hey, I want to post something this week, plan it out tonight. Plan it out tonight before you post it. And like I told you earlier, how you can schedule posts, maybe even schedule it for that upcoming time. All right. Use delay posts to coordinate the post and time management. Just told you that. Make content a habit. So let's say, and it's actually right below it too, set a schedule. But let's say mortgages. Let's say I do a mortgage minute Monday, right? Like every Monday, I want to take a minute. I want to make a post. And what that does is psychologically, even if they don't support you, but mostly if they support you, psychologically, they're going to start looking out for your post every Monday. You know what I'm saying? Or if you have like a fun fact Friday or something like that, and you just start going on there, you know, make a video or a post of like a fun fact, people are going to look for that psychologically always on social media. So if you can set a set schedule for like some kind of niche that you want to really hound down on, that one's perfect. And then also accountability partner. So, you know, if you guys, you know, obviously we're all on here to network too. So if you guys, you know, have somebody else, hey, did you post today? Like I would get on each other. Did you post today? Or hey, remind me to post later, or little stuff like that. And then also hire a professional. That one's, you can always do that too. But that's when you're leaning more towards the second business model. I don't know if you guys remember. So if you hire a professional, you're looking at content and product only, right? But if you're doing it yourself and you want the organic reach you want the reach that you really want, you're going to have the personal life, you know, and your content. You're not going to pay anybody to do it, you know? So like I said, you can be effective and you can be successful at both, but what do you have the time for? What is your business model? If you guys have any questions on if your business model is which, let me know. All right. That's all I got for that one. So setting goals. For anybody who wants to set goals with social media, this is where I would definitely take notes on. This is just my creativity, just hounding down a piece of paper and things that I would do if I was just starting out looking for followers, right? So new goal, 10 new followers a day. How do I get 10 new followers a day? Maybe it takes me, maybe I have to follow 100 people to get 10 followers. Do it. Get 10 new followers a day, because that's money at the end of the day. They're going to support you some way, somehow, and eventually, right? So, and social media, I didn't mention that social media is a long-term game. Like if you're running advertisements, it's instant. But if you want to build a good network of people, you want to build a good, network of people that support you and that are just good people, you want to do it organically, right? You can pay, but organic is always people that stick around. But yeah, 10 new followers a day, that's perfect. 3 posts a week, and that's a good starting point. It doesn't matter what it is. I didn't say 3 videos a week. I just said 3 posts at all a week. DM 5 people daily, whether they comment on your picture or not. Maybe I just say, maybe I type up some automated stuff. Hey, just looking to connect with people in my area. So nice to meet you. Thanks for the follow, whatever. DM 5 people a day. Then you're getting that exposure. And then maybe comment on 10 photos, maybe get your name out there. And this I can do all this that I'm saying in 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay, so question on that DM 5 people a day. Are you referring to people who have commented on your content, or just people who you followed?
So I'm assuming that let's say we're all new. Let's say we don't even have anybody commenting on our photos yet, you know?
Right.
I'm just reaching out to brand new people. Or maybe I just followed them and maybe, you know, 10 new followers a day. Maybe I follow 50 people to do that. And then on top of that, I just DM 5 of them. Hey, I seen your page. It's an awesome page. Nice to connect with you, you know, or something like that. Or hey, your page looks great. I just followed you. Like whatever you want to do. Like if it was me, I would get aggressive. I'd get creative on it. But like even me, when I grow Instagram pages, it's usually like an automated thing. To be honest with you, it's not genuine at all. It's just like automated. But it would be, hey, phenomenal page. Keep it up. I just followed you. And a smiley face, right?
Oh, okay. Because I'm thinking, so if you're DMing people, you know, are they gonna think you're a stalker?
No, not at all. Not at
You know,
all.
instead of just making the, because why wouldn't you just make the comment on their post instead of DMing you know?
Well, that's why I got comment on 10 photos too. You can do it both. You can do it both.
Oh,
This
do
is
it
just
both?
tips.
Okay,
Yeah, this is just tips. This is just to get your name out there because, like, you know, I said with too much hashtags won't hurt you. Too much, you know, being nice on social media will not hurt you. You know
okay,
what I'm saying? If you think I'm a stalker, I don't want to follow you anyway, and you know, you don't need to follow me. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm generally being nice, I'm just saying, hey, great post, great content, keep it up. You're gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna be like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Like he likes my post, I'm gonna follow him back. You know, maybe they
okay,
do, maybe
thank
they
you.
don't. Absolutely. Repost one post a week. That one's actually big. That one's if you want to go deeper. You know, if you have somebody that's you know, maybe they're an influencer in the area, maybe you just appreciate their work, just repost it. You know, it doesn't hurt you to repost it. And if that's aligned with your goals as well, that's aligned with what, you know, you like to see reposted. And then maybe 2 versions of video content a month. If you guys, like I said, if you guys aren't video people or you don't like putting yourself out there, I challenge you 2 days a month. That's nothing. 2 days a month, put yourself out there on social media, video, you know, hey, this introduction, you know, just put yourself out there, play around with it.
Okay, so quick question on that. When you say the 2 versions, what
Mhm.
are the 2 different versions of video content?
So I'm saying when I say 2 versions, I mean like any kind of video content. Like
Okay,
whether that's just in front of a camera or whether that's just, you know, you're doing something like that's really what I think I meant on that. It was just
okay,
any kind of and any platform too. It doesn't have to be Facebook. It could be, you know, it could be YouTube if you guys want to start a YouTube channel, whatever the case may be.
okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Anybody else have any questions too?
I have a question, Charles.
Yeah.
I've heard that there's like a certain time of day that you should post that you would gain more exposure. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. So with the analytics too, the business profile, like I said, when you create a business profile, you'll start to get analytics and you can kind of see when people are on social media. You kind of see when your followers are mostly on. So you can post during that time. But I mean, you know, it really just like the non-formal way to answer is just use your imagination, right? When do people get off work? After 5, maybe. So, you know, usually settle down around 6, 7 o'clock, right? So that's always great. And then maybe when they first wake up, you know, so but no, you can absolutely see all of that on the business page. You can see every little thing about your followers too. All good?
Yes.
Cool. All righty. So I'm gonna recap everything. I'm pretty much done unless anybody, like I said, will say questions for the end too. But one big thing is don't let perfect get in the way of good. If you have good content and you or if you have any content, put it out there for the world to see. Like I said, you might inspire somebody. You just never know, right? So don't if you stutter on a video, let's say it's your first time making a video, don't take 30 tries. Like people know you're human. People know, you know, you're putting content out. Like it's no secret, right? So just put yourself out there. Don't let every little thing stress you out. Just make a video. If I stutter, I'm still putting it out there. You know, if I stutter 20 times, maybe not. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just don't let perfect get in the way again. Okay. And then also your conversions. So like I just talked about on your analytics and everything, you guys can track you know, who's clicking on your stuff and who's buying from you if you have an online product and all that good stuff. And then also Instagram stories. So that is a big one. And maybe some of you guys seen the one that MP Services posted right before this. But it was just like, hey, join right now. You know, just pretty much telling people, come on right now, join it. And that for me, I've always seen is that gets more real reach from clients is the Instagram stories, right? Because they can just click it at the top. They don't have to scroll down their feed for an hour just to see your content. Stay connected with your clients. I think I talked a little bit about that, but pretty much what I mean is just, you know, obviously DMing them when they when they repost your stuff or you know, commenting back to their comment to you, liking their stuff. Just connect with your clients. I mean, just connect with your followers and all that. And then, like I said, must be a business page so you can get those analytics. And then make a Google page. If you don't know it, Google it. You know how to do it, Google it. So it'll tell you everything. And then be professional on your feed and then personal on stories. So this is one thing that I learned. Everybody has their own way of doing social media. I don't think there's a one size fits all. But one thing that I'll recommend, this is a lot of my mentors do this as well, is be professional on your feed and then personal on the story most of the time. You know, you can even put personal stuff on your feed, like the regular Facebook, Instagram feed. But a lot of time when you're doing it, try to be more personal on the story and then professional on the feed. That way, maybe when a potential client comes, they can see what your page is about. They can see business. They don't see you working out. So, you know, just something to think about. But that's it. That's it for me. Anybody got any questions?
So I know I've had a lot of questions.
No, you get questions that's how you grow. If you don't ask
So
questions.
this marketing stuff is new. So what would you recommend for, you know, so like a retail e-commerce, what is like the best social media for that right now?
E-commerce. So Facebook always, Instagram always, Google for sure. Maybe even get a landing page, right? Because I forgot his name, but he's big on e-commerce. He does like a kind of a funnel. Is that Troy Brunson or something like that? I always create like a funnel. What's his name? You know it?
Charles? Is it
Yeah,
Charles Brunson?
Charles Brunson. Okay, yep. I'm sorry. But yeah, create a funnel. But yeah, website. What I say? Facebook, Instagram, website, maybe a landing page. TikTok, maybe if you can find a way to. If it was me, I would go big with it, right? I would have a product, or like I would have multiple different products, right? Maybe it's a white screen, doesn't even matter, but you could just run it, right? Put some cool, music behind it. Then maybe you have your daughter, like you say, just she's on the camera, like, hey, I don't know if you guys heard about this product, and then they're like these products on this page, but bam, and then you just get like you can use e-commerce, you can use anything. Just I wouldn't do YouTube just yet unless you're making a bunch of videos. So mainly just Facebook, Instagram, try out TikTok for the first time, and then Google. That's really how I do it for e-commerce.
Okay, and so I'm just gonna digress you a little bit. So when you said just run it on the TikTok, tell me tell me what you mean when you say just run it. What does that mean exactly? You know, break it
just run
down.
it.
Break it down.
Break it down. No. So what I mean by that is I said just run it. Oh.
Yeah.
I think I just meant
You
just
said
do
just
it.
have your products just run it. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I meant just put it all on like run it, meaning like sequence, right? So product after product after product. So maybe you have somebody, hey, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but you need to go see it, and then all of a sudden it's just product, you know, and then maybe it's some cool music behind it, and maybe that's it, you know. But as long as you have the trending music at that time, or the trending whatever it is like behind it, you'll get people, you'll get clicks, you know.
Okay, so if I'm out there Googling all this stuff, because as you can see, my age is showing.
No.
So can I Google on there like, hey, what's the hottest songs to put on my TikTok? Is that stuff like that that'll come up?
It should come up, but I would just go on TikTok. If it was me, I would just go spend 5 minutes on TikTok. You'll see the posts that are trending. So if you go to the For You page, you can ask your daughter about what the For You page is. But right when you go on there, it shows like how many likes these people are getting, how many views, right? And you can just use their sound on TikTok. You can take their sound that they're using and you can apply that under your own video on TikTok. So I would just go on TikTok. I would go direct to the source on that. But as far as like running advertisements, if you want to do that, I would Google. I would probably YouTube that actually, because it's a step-by-step how to do it. It's super easy. Once you do it once, you'll never have to do it again. But I would YouTube that for sure. And then to create a Google My Business account, just Google that. That takes 5 minutes. Yep.
And so are you gonna leave this doc, or will we get a copy of this presentation?
Yeah, it's all recorded. And I can send it out too if Andrea wants, but yeah, it's all recorded, whatever's easiest. Yeah, you guys still have, I didn't put it in here. I'll send out my contact information too, if you have any additional questions.
Okay, because I was gonna ask that. Usually, you have a page and have that information so we can follow you and you can follow me back.
I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'll send it out right after that. Actually, let me put it in the description.
And Charles, an email is sent out also in Sophronia. After every workshop, you'll get the recording and you'll also get any presentations that are included. But the presentation is also on the recording. So you will get an email after the workshop.
All right, awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
All righty, thank you. Appreciate all your questions too. You guys, I mean, everybody got better off your questions.
I did have one more question. I'm sorry. Now, I did hear something about a content calendar. Somebody has made that comment. Is that something that's like you have to buy a service? Is this what exactly is that content calendar?
You usually do have to buy a service, but I was talking about just scheduling out your post. So whenever you're ready to post it, maybe I can share my screen and just show you guys too. Hang on. Whenever you're ready to post it, you can post it. It's kind of like delaying an email. Have you ever delayed an email before?
All the time at work till 4:59.
Yeah, and then you out, and then you never look back. So it's literally the same exact thing as delaying an email. You just go on there, and then you make a post. Let me just go to Facebook, see if I can show you. And you just post it as normal, put whatever you're gonna put in there, and then right before you push submit, there's like a drop down where you can schedule for that time. So
now we don't see we don't see your social media.
No, it's no problem.
That. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So I'm about to share my screen. All right, let me know if you can see it. Hang on, it should be pulling up. Oops.
We did see something planned for success.
Okay, you seen it for Facebook?
I believe that was Facebook.
Okay, yeah, I see it. See it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm not active on this. This is all my clients are organic anyway. So I'm just gonna show you. Let me show you how I do it. So if I wanted to create a post or something like that, right here at the bottom, which is publish.
Right, or schedule the post.
Schedule a post. Yeah.
Okay.
I can just schedule right there. So
Okay.
I don't even have to. And like I said, if I have time from 5 to 7 on Monday, 5 to 7, I'm just scheduling post out for clients, and then, man, I don't even have to look back at it again. It's already out. It's already ready to go.
Okay. And so I kind of see, like in the background, that your accounts are connected. So do you like post from one? So because I know IG gave the option to connect with like Facebook, and so it'll post your same post on IG and Facebook.
Exactly. Yep. So you can, yeah, maybe I should do a separate training. Hopefully MP Services invites me back. But no, it's you can, so Instagram and Facebook owns Instagram. So whenever you make a Facebook post, it'll automatically post to Instagram as long as you set it up in your settings. So YouTube it if I can get back on here and show you, or if you guys have
Okay.
time, I can show you right now. But yeah, just Facebook owns Instagram. So when you post it in your settings, it just, you link the two accounts together and then post on both pages at the same time.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
perfect. Thank you for all your questions.
Are you, thanks for all your answers.
Oh yeah. All righty, start on here.
Yes, I
Andrea, you want to close it up?
am.
Perfect.
Just want to make sure there are no more questions.
You guys let me
are
know.
they-
I got time. If you guys got any more questions, I can even show you something extra if you want.
Yeah, we normally try to keep it at about an hour or so.
No, okay.
We do have a
Pretty-
few more
pretty
minutes
good.
if there are any questions.
I would like to see what he was going to do to show us, if that's okay. He said something, whatever you're going to show me, I'm sure I need to know.
Okay, if you want to pull that up, and I just want to poll and make sure there aren't any other questions. Or are there any questions of us, MP Services as well? While he's pulling up whatever he's going to show us. Very good information though, Charles. I was supposed to leave out, but I ended up staying here listening as
Appreciate
well, listening and learning. So very good information. Again, are there any questions? Andrea just said, great information, Charles, and she said, thank you. Someone
you.
has a hand up? Oh, it's a
Yeah,
clap.
go ahead. Oh, okay.
Guys, it says
Appreciate
for
the
no
clap.
services are your past workshop. Oh, yes. For no services are your past workshops on YouTube. Yes, all of our workshops that we've done for our second session have been recorded and they are on YouTube. So I'm not sure what you mean by no service.
She meant
Mrs.
MP.
Yolanda?
She meant
Oh.
MP Services.
Oh, for MP services.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yes, they are there, and this one will be there as well. Someone just said, thanks for the awesome information. Yes, and Yolanda, if you're interested, we do consultation as well, one-on-one consultation if you are starting a business, or if you watch the presentation and you have questions, you can reach out to us and we can do follow-up meetings after you watch the YouTube videos. So Charles, did you want to show what else you were
Yeah.
planning?
So I got a lot of sensitive information that I don't want to like on Facebook. So let me just show you what I was talking about without doing too much. Just because these are other client stuff right here. All right, can you see this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so there's usually, and this because I already have it connected, but it's usually like right over here actually. It'll say connect Instagram. So as you guys can see though, whenever I create a post, it's gonna go to Facebook and Instagram, so I was showing her if I type something. Sorry, I can't type right now. If I type something like
Oh, I
that,
see
right?
it showing how it's going to both of them.
Yeah,
up
it's going to
there.
both. And then if I want to, let's say I want to tag somebody, all right? Say I tag myself. All right, like my Instagram isn't the same as my Facebook. So I could just edit Facebook. I mean, I can edit Facebook's only, leave Instagram. And I'm just gonna edit Facebook. So I could say,
Okay, awesome.
yeah, so these are all the Facebook accounts. Let's just say this is me. So when I go to Instagram, don't know what happened there.
You have another question, Tony? Yolanda is asking for social media. Do you check all of your reviews? You have to check Google, Yelp, Facebook, etc., or ID there, or I guess, or is there a way that all of your reviews show up in one platform?
So what's the question? The question is, do all my reviews show up on one platform, or I don't really understand that one, I'm sorry.
Yolanda, can you clarify? You can-
Hello, how are you? So
Good,
that
how
was
are
my
you?
question. So I am looking to open an indoor playground. So that's what I'm working on. So my question is, when people write reviews on companies, is that a way that do they just all come to your email? Is that how you're able to respond to everybody? Or do you have to actually check Facebook every day, check Google, check Yelp, check your Instagram? You have to check all these different social platforms every day?
You have to check them individually, yes. So you can't really, you don't get reviews on like Facebook and Instagram, right? You just you have a link for Facebook and Instagram to go give you a review. Because really it should just be Google and Yelp, right? That you get reviews on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or, you
Yep.
know, Facebook people do make comments. So,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So with Facebook, that's what I was just saying. I was in the business suite. So I want
okay.
to show you. Let me go back in. It's called a business suite, and it's where all of my platforms are all in one. So it's going to show me all of the comments, direct messages. But yeah, I would create a habit of going into each one each day. For sure. That way you're the most active. But I can see all the comments right here, all in one spot for every page, Facebook and Instagram. So this right here is a local, well, not local, it's a small, you know, what is it, roasted chicken spot down in Michigan where I live. But you know, I can see all this stuff right here, right there. This is the Facebook, this is the you know, Instagram, and these are all the comments. I can go in here right now and just say, awesome, thanks so much for the comment. I'm glad you liked it, right? And it's all right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now when you're posting your content, is it based on like current events? I mean, outside of your product? So if you're doing other things, are you posting, you know, other things about what's going on? Do you try to, you know, incorporate that with your own, you know, product or content?
I'm not a big fan unless it's on like a Facebook or Instagram story. Personally, I wouldn't do it. Like if there's something going on, like funny or something like that, I would, yeah, maybe story, you know, reshare on their story. People slide up and say, whatever. But I'm not a big fan on it, like on your actual feed, if that makes sense. So yeah,
Yeah, because
something
you
that
put professional on your feed and personal
exactly
on your story.
on the story,
Okay.
exactly. Yep. And especially staying away from political stuff, but like funny stuff is funny. You know, always funny. So funny stuff, you know, interesting stuff on the story, or just like you know, anything personal, like I said. So
Okay, thank you.
absolutely, thank you. Any more questions? Check the chat.
Yeah, I don't see any more in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I think any more questions? So all, please fill out the survey. It just helps us to get feedback to improve our workshops. If there's any other areas, he did state that he would be interested in coming back. So if there's a subject matter or anything that you would like to see, please put it in the survey so we can explore that option. And we'll definitely welcome you back, Mr. Walker. Very great presentation, a lot of good information. So
Yes.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
all
Take
right,
care.
and we will pass out, we will forward Mr. Walker's contact information in that email that we send out following the workshop. That would include the survey and the recording. So if you need to get in touch with him, you can. All right, if there's no more questions, we're going to end the meeting. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening, and please join us in our
Excuse me.
other workshops coming up.
Absolutely, I'll be there. You guys have a
Yes.
blessed night. Thank you.
I'll see you
Too.
tomorrow, Sophronia.
Yes, you will.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.